Well, happy Friday and happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Good to see you on this Friday. Last Friday before spring comes in on Monday. But before we get there, we got a long wintry weekend to go. It's not going to be that bad, but it's Northeast Ohio. We can handle it. I hope everybody at least enjoyed the milder temperatures early today because it's cold now. Going to stay cold this evening and get colder into the weekend. We'll show you the wintry weekend, and then things look a whole lot better by the time we get into spring next week. All right, let's dive into it. I won't be before you too long. Won't keep you on a Friday night. All right, I just start off with the headlines. This weekend, cold and snowy. Of course, winter's going to kind of take its last stand, and it'll feel like winter too. But spring comes in next week, and it feels like spring. It looks like spring, and then the pattern turns soggy. It's still going to be warm, but soggy by the time we head towards mid to late next week. It's still spring-like, I guess, if you will. Spring comes in a variety of forms, and I think next week it's just going to stay springy, if you will. All right, this evening temperatures, I don't know, maybe if you're not out now, you probably aren't going out, but temperatures in the 30s for the rest of the evening, but it'll feel like we're in the 20s, mid 20s there because of the breezes that are still around. The winds will slowly subside, but they'll become gustier throughout the day tomorrow with another front that comes through and gives us a reinforcing shot of cold air and some snow showers too. So the daily breakdown of rain, or precip rather, we got the scattered snow showers tomorrow, which I'll show you in a minute. And then we've got Sunday, a few morning flurries, early morning flurries. I think they'll be out of here by about 9 o'clock in the morning. And then we gradually get sunnier. By the time we get towards the afternoon, we've got full on sunshine. We're dry for Monday and Tuesday with sunny skies and warmer temperatures. And then on Wednesday, we're looking at a few scattered rain showers that are coming in here. All right, look at these high temperatures though, because this past week we spent a lot of time below average, but now we're going back above average. 47 is our average for this time of year. This weekend, don't even think about it. We're not getting any close to average. But Monday, we're right on the money. First day of spring, and we're average. So that's good. And then we get to the rest of the week next week and even into next weekend, and we're spending time above average with 50s. And look at that Friday there, 60. Even could on next Friday, looking at one of the models, we could even hear a rumble of thunder or two, maybe get a thunderstorm by next Friday. That's it, it's still a week out, so that may not materialize. All right, so there's that reinforcing shot of colder air with that other front that's coming in tomorrow. So that'll give us those wind gusts. So we subside the winds overnight tonight. It's just a little breezy. And then those wind gusts pick back up again about 30, 35 miles an hour as that front barrels through again tomorrow. Look at these wind chills. First thing in the morning, wind chills in the teens. Then in the afternoon, doesn't get a whole lot better. Maybe about 5 degrees better, where it still feels like it's in the teens. And then Sunday morning, woo-wee, single-digit wind chills on your way into services Sunday morning. And then Sunday afternoon, even though we got sunshine and temperatures in the upper 30s, it's still going to feel like we're in the mid to upper 20s. Because it's just going to stay so breezy and blustery and cold. So that's what I'm saying. It's a wintry weekend. Here's the other part of the wintry weekend. Look at that tomorrow morning. Scattered snow showers right up along the lake, even down. What this is saying is as this front comes through, it's going to produce that line of snow showers right along that frontal boundary. And then we may get a break in the bulk of the afternoon. That's morning into early afternoon. Mid to late afternoon, we may get a break, but there's no precipitation. But then by Saturday night, say 9, 10 o'clock, then we get lake effect snow showers that move through. And then Sunday morning, those lake effect snow showers sink a little further south. There's 7 a.m. Sunday morning. But then gradually we get some sunshine, clear the skies for Sunday afternoon, and we got the sunny skies there. So when it's all said and done by Sunday morning, I just let this run out, say, until Sunday at noon, 1 o'clock. We're looking at, you see, most everybody will probably receive nothing, maybe a trace. You may just see some snow falling at times, but where it will accumulate is the usual suspects, the snow belt. So we got a winter weather advisory that's out in effect. I didn't show you that, but I mean, once we get, like winter storm watches, winter storm warnings, then I'll probably show the winter weather advisory tonight at 10 o'clock since we're closer to the weekend. Just let everybody know, okay, here's what's coming over the weekend. So where we see that blue stripe, that's where you could see anywhere from about an inch, maybe an inch and a half or so. Where you see the purple, that's where we could see probably 1 to 3 inches. And that's especially in those higher elevations of the snow belt. And so that's what we're looking at. So the snow belt, 1 to 3 inches is probably a good range there, whether you're in the 1 to 1.5 inches or you're in the 2 to 3 inches. But everybody else probably won't receive much. So it's a snow belt issue. So if you're in Mansfield, if you're in Akron, if you're in Lorain, if you're in Bellevue, if you're out in Erie and Huron counties, if you're down in Canton, you're not going to receive hardly anything. You probably may notice that there's some flakes flying around at times, but if anything, maybe the grass might get a little wet, a little white. That's about it. But it's the snow belt that'll receive the bulk of the snowfall. So don't be surprised, again, if you're in those locations that I mentioned and the snow's falling, maybe collecting on the grass. That's about it. That's really about all you're going to see. It's the snow belt that'll receive the 1 to 3 inches. Most everybody else will be fine. So tonight, 26, cold and blustery. Remember, again, first thing in the morning, because it's going to be so breezy to windy, it's going to feel like we're in the teens. Same thing for the afternoon tomorrow, even though temperatures in the lower 30s, it'll feel like we're in the teens. Again, scattered snow showers around. And then for Sunday, we'll start off cloudy with flurries if you're headed into church services, but then for the afternoon, we got sunshine, temperatures not as biting cold in the upper 30s, but still the wind's still around, so it'll feel like we're in the mid-20s, so it'll still feel cold. But then right on target, Monday at 5:24 p.m. is when spring comes in, and when you know it, we're going to be right where we should be for this time of year. Temperatures in the upper 40s with plenty of sunshine, and then by the time we head into the day on Tuesday, 53 with sunshine. And then, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they have to literally put a damper on things where we get a rainy pattern that comes in. I mean, really, honestly, and I'm looking at my forecasting sheet right here, both of our main models that we look at, we're looking at rain showers for Wednesday, rain showers for Thursday, rain showers for Friday for both models. And then on Saturday, both models point that there could just be some sprinkles around, which is why I put a 20% chance in there and just cloudy, but it's way too far out for me to definitively put, we're going to get rain next Saturday, because I can put that now, and then those models will go crazy, go all over the place, and before you know it, next Saturday is going to be sunny with like 60 degrees and all that. And so I'm not going to go crazy there, but you get the picture though. With this 8-day forecast, we're trending in the right direction. Finally, we're warming things up. Again, always say to you folks who, let me put my microphone back on, to you folks who like the winter sports and you wanted the winter so badly so you could ski and snowboard and what have you, sorry. And I equal that out because I am not a winter fan. I like my summer. I like my palm trees and everything, and my warm temperatures and humidity and sunshine, all of it. But I do realize there are some crazy nuts out there who like winter. So I at least try and give you your fair shot. Try and give you, what you like. Some cold weather and some snow to get out there and do the stuff. But it just wasn't your time this year. I mean, last year it was. Last year we got the 2-foot storm, we got the 1-foot storm, we got different snows in between. It was a good winter last winter for you. This winter, not so much. Sorry. But let's hope it's a good summer for us summer lovers. Now, spring, we got to get through spring. Just a reminder, spring is severe weather season, and you get, of course, the severe weather that comes in. So stay weather aware. Stay ready, download the apps that, we tell you to download our app where you can kind of program, where you get your severe weather alerts and what have you. There are other weather apps out there too. Of course, tune in to us on the TV side and check online, just kind of stay up to date of what's going on, because the weather can change quickly. Take, for example, next Friday, when I said 60 degrees and maybe we could hear a rumble of thunder or two. Who knows? That could turn into a day where, there's a severe weather threat. Maybe there's a chance of tornadoes or something. And it kind of happens quickly at times. It can happen quickly. So just as we go into spring, just kind of remember that that's severe weather season, and you don't want to get caught off guard with that as we start to transition the seasons. So just stay weather aware. And then there's also the allergies that's going to get you. When I lived in North Carolina, we had pollen that would coat the trees and the cars and everything. It was yellow, and it fell like snow does here. Pollen fell there. I started to forecast a trace or an inch of pollen, and 3 to 4 inches of pollen. No, so it was everywhere. But if you suffer from allergies, you know it. I suffer from sometimes in the spring I'll get dry eyes. If there's, I think, too much pollen in the air, they'll turn dry. So every now and again, I'll have to put some Visine or something in there if they're just too dry. But if you're an allergy sufferer in this season, you know what you're in for. So just a reminder that's coming soon enough. Remember, don't plant until Mother's Day is that general rule of thumb for those who like to plant outside. I caught a segment. I think it was yesterday morning. Scott Sable was on with the gardener on the morning show, and I think there are some that you can plant now, some that you can get ready now, but I don't know. I'm not a green thumb. I like tropical plants. I like palm tree plants and the like, or what have you. Okay, this live is going off the rails, isn't it? So I'm just, again, reminding you of some of those spring things that's going on as we turn the seasons and we start looking forward to warmer weather and we start having more outdoor events and things like that the weather's going to start to become all the more important. Now, of course, we know in the wintertime, we're not having a lot of outdoor things. So it's still important for, the travel and things like that. Winters around here can be brutal. But once we start to plan these outdoor things in the springtime and the weather's warming up, weather becomes all the more crucial. We're checking the forecast and we're asking the meteorologist, is it going to do this day or that day? I got a picnic or I got a wedding or this and that, what have you. So it's becoming important. So as we start to ramp up that season, just stay weather aware. All right, so it is, 8:21. I am going to take a little break here before the 10 o'clock news. And who knows, maybe if you were on Lou Maglio's Facebook Live last night, you probably saw me in our little offshoot of a break room that we have here in the office, in the newsroom, where we get some coffee, warm up coffee and water, what have you. And I was warming up my coffee. So who knows, maybe I'll make an appearance again shortly before 10 o'clock on Lou's Facebook Live. But anyway, that's it here. We're in store for a cold, wintry weekend, but it's short-lived because things warm back up with more sunshine by the time we get into the first day of spring on Monday. All right, everybody, have a good night. And if you're headed out or if you're not going to tune in at 10 o'clock, have a great weekend.